Okay. Is that recording right now? Yeah, it's recording right now. Okay. Okay, so the first chapter, we are going to have a understanding about the uses of financial statement and who are the users. Okay. So speaking of accounting, right, you are thinking about, the information, right? So the financial statement carries on the information about the company's um, financial health, right? So basically, this chapter we are going to talk about the use and the users of financial statement. Okay, so who are the users? Who are the users? It could be internal users or external users. So people are investing into the public companies, right? Some people buy the stocks of Apple, right? They buy the stocks of different public companies, right? How can they make the assessment which company is worthy of investment? How can they get the information, right? So basically, those public companies, they will issue financial statement, okay? And then these investors, we call them external users, right? They are external to the corporations. They will rely on these informations to make a decision whether they want to invest into this company, right? So that's the external users. The accounting information also important to the internal users, right? So if you think about for large companies, right, the CEO has to make all the major decisions, right? So how do you think the CEO is going to make the decision, right? The CEO will rely on the data, right? So financial statement, the accounting informations are definitely important informations for the CEO to know and to make decision, right? So the internal users, including CEO, managers, right? External users, maybe the investors, they want to decide whether they are going to buy the stocks. Maybe the bank is also the external users. They will decide whether they will give the money, they will lend the money to the corporation, right? So that's the two classifications, right? Internal versus external users. Financial statement, so there are 4 statements, okay? When you're talking about the financial statement, there are actually 5 statements. Statement of income, so you will learn about the income the organization realized for a period of time. Statement of changes in equity. Well, if you don't know what is equity, it's probably hard to understand what this statement is for, okay? Statement of financial position, this one mainly tells you the assets, liability, and equity of the corporation. Statement of cash flow, this tells you how the cash is generated and is used, right? Cash flows. And also, you don't want to overcrowd the statement with tons of information. Sometimes you have to move the informations to the notes to the financial statements to keep each of the statements clean, right? You have an area, we call it note to financial statements, so where you can put more information with reference to the different statements. Okay, we talked about internal users. So basically, as I mentioned, right, managers, officers, they are the internal users. Okay, even the directors in finance, right? They want to see this statement. For example, the directors of finance of a corporation, right? They want to make sure that they have enough cash on hand, right? Otherwise, they will out of cash, they will be in trouble, their operation, right? So the director in finance, they definitely want to see what the statement of cash flow look like, right? Are they in a surplus situation that they are having more cash on hand? Maybe they should not keep that many cash. They should repay the cash for the loan, right? Or are they in a shortage of cash? They probably should borrow more money from the bank to keep the business operating, right? External users, I mentioned about investors, the bankers, the lenders, even customers, right? Customers are external users, right? Sometimes as a customer, right, if you know a company is not doing well through their financial statement, you probably won't buy their product because their warranty service may not be there, right? If you know they are going to bankrupt, right, in that direction, you don't want to buy some like big major items that requires post sales services or warranties, right? So, and also taxing authorities and regulators. For example, CRA in Canada, the Canada Revenue Agency is the institution that collects tax dollars from individuals, from business, right? So they want to see their financial statements to make the appropriate assessment on their tax of income and to know how much tax they should pay, right? Okay, so here's my question for you. Tell me the internal and external users of financial information for a university. So think about a university, right? They have financial informations. Who are the internal users? Who are the external users?
Students, external.
Okay, so students are the external users. Tajivir, is that what you said? Students are external users.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I think that's correct, right? So sometimes you want to see, you are paying quite a bit of tuition, right? How that money and also the government fundings, right? What is the major cost of the university, right? For better information. Yeah. Anyone else? Who might be the internal users?
Professors and other faculty members.
Yeah, professors and other faculty members. Yeah, and maybe the finance director, right? They want to make sure, the government funding is enough. If government funding is cut, right, they either have to lay off some of the staffs or professors, or they have to increase the tuition fee, right? Otherwise, they cannot survive. Yeah, managing directors, university president, right? Those will be the internal users. Yeah, and also external users could be also some people they donate money to university, right? So you have alumni, right? You may have very successful alumni. They want to do charity, right? So they may want to donate money to universities. So they definitely want to know that financial information. Sometimes they donate their money to specific areas. They want to see how their money being used, right? Yeah. Ethics in financial reporting. Because financial statements, this reporting are prepared by individuals, right? By individuals, by accountants, by other professionals, right? So the ethical behavior of these professionals, accountants are important, right? Because you heard the terminology is called the cooking books. cooking books, right? So, you make fraudulent financial reporting for whatever reason, for personal gain, right? For example, right, if you are going to sell your business, right? You want to make your financial statements look impressive, so you can sell it for a better price, right? So you may manipulate to make your earnings looks very, very good, right? So those will be an unethical behavior, right? Those will be unethical behavior. And in fact, right, for big purchase, right, as a buyer, I won't trust the financial statement provided by the seller, right? So I may engage a company, a CPA company, to conduct an audit on the target company, right? So I want to make sure that I have a independent third party auditor, right, to audit their financial statement to make sure that those informations are quite close, right? Quite close to the reality. So I'm done with this section. Does anyone have any question on the discussions we have so far?